Good morning and welcome to Trail Grazers, where today we're going to do something ridiculous. I mean, it's not ridiculous, but it is so far from the food that I usually prepare. But we're going to have fun with it. And I happened to see, as I was doing a lot of research on the internet, I always find recipes that I want to try, and this one just happened to pop up. And it is a way to do breakfast cereal in your freeze dryer that gives you a dry, cracker-like outcome that people are just raving about who have done it. So we'll see. I don't know. My first husband was a dentist, and he is also the father of my 6 children. And when we were raising those children, we didn't have a lot of sugar. Especially, we didn't have a lot of sugary cereal, but once in a while we did. And my kids developed favorites, and even I developed kind of a favorite. I have not had these cereals like Fruit Loops and Trix, Golden Grahams, and my personal favorite, Lucky Charms, for more than 20 years, for the whole time that Jim and I have been married, which is 23 years, 25 years. How many years?
Going on 25.
Going on 25 years. I haven't even had any of these cereals. But we are going to use them today in what I hope is going to turn out for a quick and easy breakfast with some nutrition, but also a lot of sweet for the trail. Whether backpacking, they're going to be very lightweight, or whatever you might need. So here we go. I'm just going to, now I saw this, but there wasn't really a recipe, just a few little comments giving hints. And so this is all experimental. So I'm going to put one of each kind per tray. Kind of level them down. Oh, goodness, Jim, there's going to be some left of everything.
Oh, that sounds terrible.
I know it. Okay. And Fruit Loops are the same as they were 25 years ago, but Trix, my kids used to like Trix. They've totally changed the shape, at least in this box that I bought. All different little shapes, and it says the milk is going to turn pink. Well, it's going to turn pink anyway with what we're going to do with it, but so here's Trix. I think these will be fun for us and for grandkids that might be tagging along. And these are Golden Grahams, and I also really like Golden Grahams. Those of you that follow us on Rose Red know that I'm working a food plan right now to where I'm trying to lose some weight, and this will not be a good thing for me to have on hand. But I guess we'll just live with it. I had no idea how expensive these cereals are. Holy cow! $5 and $6 and $7 a box? That is ridiculous. Now, I don't know how these are going to turn out. I'm not doing the same ones that I saw on this other person's channel, but these have little marshmallows in them, and it should be interesting to see how these Lucky Charms do. All right, now they're already dry, so what is the big deal? Well, the big deal is we're going to put a mixture of milk and yogurt over the top of them. And this is where some of the healthy stuff comes in. And there's some protein and some nutrition in these, but they would not be my favorite to have on hand with children or grandchildren.
But otherwise, a lot of sugar.
A lot of sugar. And I'm going to thin that yogurt down with some milk. And the milk is whole milk. And we'll put just enough in each one to make sure that they can absorb that. And so the end result should be a little dry cracker-like thing with the cereal that is held together with milk and yogurt. And I'm totally playing it by ear right here. I've got to get enough for each one of these, so. I am going to put this in the house because I think the cereal will absorb some of it and it won't be too sloshy, and we will be able to get them out there. So we'll see how it goes. Usually when we have liquids involved, we put the liquid on the trays after they are out there. So this now looks like a very thick milk that is pinkish because of the yogurt. Seems to be soaking in. And another batch. Now I have no intention of rehydrating these. I think that would be pretty yucky. So these will just be for a dry breakfast or a dry snack. When I tasted these tricks, my gosh, it brought back memories. That tastes just the same as it did years ago. Okay. It's pretty dry right there. I'm just going to add a little milk. I have freeze-dried whole milk before and it has just done fine. Same there. Okay, I think we're set. So I'll meet you out in the Kelvin lab and we'll get these going and then we'll see how they turn out. Meanwhile, we have about half a box of all 4 of those cereals left. So if they're really, really good, we may do another batch of these to put them away as handy dandy little breakfast for like on the road. So we'll meet you out at the Kelvin lab. It's ready to go. So let's get the trays in. Closing the drain valve. And continue. It is now freezing. We're already getting the message warm room temperature. Batch processing times may be longer. So we're going to turn on the air conditioner right now and get this room chilled down. And I'm guessing that it will be between 24 and 30 hours before we are ready to take these out. So we will see you when they're ready. Well, here we are finally, 38 hours. So it took a little bit longer than I thought. And they look pretty good. There seem to be some loose ones around on some of them, especially right along here. These marshmallows puffed up, which I thought they might. So next time if I do this again, I need to be sure that there is enough liquid that I pour on that will hold all of the little pieces in place. These seem to be stuck down. So we're going to do a quick taste test, and then we're going to get them in the jars. So I'm just going to break off a piece of each one and try it out. It's crunchy. I have to cleanse my palate.
Oh, that's bad. That is really bad.
But it's good. You would need to have some water nearby because they are quite dry. But they're quite nice. They're like little crackers, and they have the milk and yogurt on the bottom, and then the cereal on the top. Okay, let's try these. These are the Golden Grahams. Those are really good. But it's quite dry. So you literally would need to have something to drink. Yeah, that tastes really good. Okay, so a little bit here. This was the Trix. There's the Trix taste. It took a second because the Trix taste was kind of overpowered by the milk and yogurt. That's really good. I like that. And now for the, what were these?
Lucky Stars?
No, Fruit Loops.
Oh,
I didn't ever get the Fruit Loop flavor, but it's a very nice flavor. It is a mixture between the Fruit Loops and the yogurt and milk. As always, we will be putting these in the 2-quart jars and putting them out in our food bank. And then when we get ready to take a cart trip or want to take snacks with us or a breakfast with us, I will just put whatever we feel is a good amount into jars, into a baggie, and take that with us. So they are like a cracker, but they do have the sweet cereal taste to them. And looks like we're going to create lots of individual ones, which is fine. They'll be fine in a baggie. But I love these marshmallows. They are quite crumbly. Now for the Golden Grahams. Oh, these are tougher to break. And the Trix, these are hard as well. These are much softer. Here they are. Oh, aren't they pretty? They're just as cute as can be. I'm very pleased with these. I'm now going to vacuum seal them with this battery-operated vacuum sealer. And over on Rose Red, I did an introduction to this. This was sent to us by one of our viewers, and it does both regular mouth, and then this comes off, and it does wide mouth, which is what these are. And you just put it just like this. And that's all there is to it. Isn't that great? It'll take about 30 seconds to do the vacuum seal. Then we can move from jar to jar to jar. I will link the video from Rose Red where I introduce this at the end of this video, so any of you who might be interested can take a look at it. It doesn't stop by itself, you just kind of have to listen to the sound. Okay, that was 35. And we are sealed. All right, so I'll do the rest of these and then we'll come back. Here they are all finished. I could not be more pleased. These are fun, they're pretty, and they will work just great for car trips or whatever we might want them to. So that's it. This was very successful and quite fun. And every once in a while, it is great to take a break from the strict food regimen I usually do. So this will be fun for grandkids as well. So I hope you try this. I think it is worth doing a batch with your freeze dryer if you happen to have one. So thank you so much for being with us, and we will see you out there on the trail.